What is up? Happy Hot Take Tuesday. Hot freaking takes everywhere.
Woo, hot takes. Yes, sir.
By the way, here's a hot take. Traffic sucked so bad last night. I left here at 4:15.
That's not a hot take. That is just a simple
but here's
fact
the
of
thing.
life.
So I'm like, okay, let's see where the quickest way is, right? And it's funny because as I get in the car, Ken, you're doing the traffic sucks here, 89 minutes a day, 5,000 hours a year, whatever stuff that it said, and I'm like, Google takes you in the most bizarre ways to get to places. So go to Pickleball Kingdom last night. I'm like, well, I'll pick it's like, okay, get off here at Harding.
Yeah.
Because it's on Harding, right off the 40. But when you get off the 24, it's right there, but it's off the 40. Okay, now go down here, 2 streets, turn left. There's a guy named Todd. His house is blue. Turn right there. Drive across the backyard. You'll see a gnome. Turn left. Everybody was doing it. I must have gone an extra 5 miles to get there a minute early.
Yes.
Or I could have just got off at Harding and just dealt with the fact that it's crappy traffic.
Yeah, I mean, that is exactly what happens. It gives you the quicker route, but when you really get down to brass tacks on it, you're only saving about a minute.
Yeah, and I have to drive in circles, and I have to burn more gas. I'm serious. If in some of those streets, there's no lights.
None.
Right? I'm like, am I in somebody's backyard? But so is everybody else. You guys know Todd? That's what I asked. You know Todd? This is his house. Turn left here.
There's a blue house, and Todd lives there.
Yeah.
But don't worry about that.
Yeah, he's cool with this. He knows. He was so stoked. He's on Google Maps.
He's out there waving at you.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, man. I had an appointment in Brentwood a couple of months ago, and I initially was going to head out on 96 over to 65 to get there, but there was something going on, so it rerouted me. And I mean, I was on dirt roads a couple of times getting to my appointment in Brentwood.
You're like in a different state.
I didn't even know. I had no idea these areas even existed.
You're like, do people live here?
Exactly.
They do? That is so weird. It was just so weird. So I could go there and play with Raisin Man last night. I played pickleball with Keith. I'm like, dude, stop sending Raisin, right? We know it's bad, okay? We get it. Raisin's not good for anybody.
Do not stop sending raisins.
Yeah,
Send
and nobody
more of
likes those
oatmeal
raisin cookies.
in fact.
Those cookies are horrible. Belle says don't ever send those again.
Send boxes of them.
Yeah.
I kind of like those cinnamon raisin bagels.
Oh, you do?
Ooh,
I will bring them. I've got like 50 of them at home. You can have them. I haven't tried one.
I'll take them, brother.
I got a whole bunch of them from him, and my wife tried one, and she's like, "It's delicious." And she goes, "You're never going to eat these." I said, "I never will eat. I tried it once. It didn't work." Oh, my Lord. Hot Take Tuesday, baby. So much stuff to get to today. It's voting day in America.
Voting day.
It's voting day. Go out and get your vote on. You know what? Vote twice.
Is this when the special election for the 7th district happens?
No.
That's not until December.
That's December. We like spreading out our midterms via the midterms. So today the big races are Mikey Sherrill and Citarelli out in Virginia. I mean, not Virginia, but New Jersey. And that's supposed to be the closest race. Then Winsome Sears is going to get boat raced in Virginia. And then you've got the Prop 50 in California. And then you've got Mondani's going to win. It's just how much does he win by? He needs to get he needs to get over that 50% threshold. So.
Is it a runoff if he doesn't
I think so. I think so in New York. He's going to win. Well, and then you know what? It would have been much closer had the guy in the beret. We see you there, right? I mean, how many times has Curtis Sliwa ran for mayor? How many times? 500, 600? He's never won.
So he's one of those guys that it always runs.
Always runs. And he, because he started the Guardian Angels, because he's had a big talk show, he's very famous in New York, but nobody's ready to go, you know what? I'm sorry, I can't have a mayor with a beret. It just can't happen. That is the dumbest thing in the world. We're not French. You're not a Green Beret. And have you ever, do you know the story of Curtis Sliwa?
No.
So for those of you guys who don't know Curtis Sliwa, he is the founder of the Guardian Angels. So remember the Guardian Angels back in the day?
Yeah.
They would ride around wearing the red berets, protecting everybody on the subways when it was crazy. He used to have a show on radio long before what he had now, and he would go on and he would treat the mafia like it was sports. And he would rat him out. He would talk crap about him. They used to come out. They shot at him. I think he's been shot. He was kidnapped and shot by 2 gunmen.
Good. And he survived.
Yeah, and he survived. Yeah. So he leaped from the front window of a moving cab and escaped.
From the window?
Yeah, yeah. So Sliwa
didn't even open the door.
Nope, leaped from it. And guess who was charged with that? John Gotti, the Gambinos.
Really?
Yeah, Gotti tried to kill him. Because he would go on and he would just talk crap about them. But that was the second time. The first time, dude showed up outside of his home and beat him almost to death with baseball bats. Also Gotti.
Good grief.
Yeah. So this guy's but he started the Guardian Angels because of how bad crime was. And then they would ride around wearing the little berets. You know, they would have been a great extra in our Warriors movie.
Absolutely.
You know?
Warriors.
Just to let you know, the Warriors movie is currently being circulated in Hollywood for a reboot. You can't do that.
You can't do that, man.
Yeah, because the whole thing is modern gangs, this was fun gangs. Like, nobody's really dying from this. Right? You're going to get hit with a baseball bat at worst. Mostly there's going to be punching. Somebody may have a knife and stab you, which is not good. But nobody, nowadays, it's like the cartels and everybody gets blown up. And that's no fun.
Yeah, they've got
they got real names. Right? The Sinaloa cartel. Like, not the Warriors or the Orphans.
The Furies.
The Furies.
I was thinking the other day about Footloose and how that atrocious reboot happened.
I didn't even watch it.
Yeah, I didn't either. But it goes to show how little they consider the times that they're making the movie in, because the original Footloose was made during the Satanic Panic and when the Southern Baptists and other Christian organizations were really against dancing, and they were putting that out there, and the music also played a huge part, because they kind of captured a wave with the sound of the music. So there was 3 different elements that made that movie connect, and they didn't have any of them for the reboot.
No. And people say, Chad, do you like Footloose? Much like musicals, I think it's stupid. And I'll tell you why. Footloose. Because at no point in time in my life have I ever got into a dancing moment where it cured all the town's ills.
Come on, man. Ren was tough.
Ren. You know who the tough guy was? Chris Penn.
Chris Penn was the tough guy.
Chris Penn was the tough guy.
Until he became friends with Ren.
Yeah, until he became friends with Ren, right? And then he had to learn how to dance, right? Teach that girl that would one day be in that Sex in the City.
Was he the brother that did music?
No.
No,
he wasn't the one that did music.
He did drugs.
Yeah, and he was in Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
There was one of the brothers that actually had a number of albums out.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah. So, but he was. I like Chris Penn. He was great. He was a great actor. And
absolutely.
And he, unfortunately, life caught up with him. But he was a hell of an actor, and he was ginormous. It's so weird because he's huge compared to his brother. Have you ever seen Sean Penn? He's like 80 pounds. Sopping
really?
wet. Yeah,
I haven't seen him in a long time.
A little guy. Just a little guy. Last time.
Little fella.
Yeah, just a little fella.
Michael was the musician.
Michael Penn. Okay.
Man, those Penn brothers, they're something else.
There's something else. No doubt about that. You know, it's funny, speaking of Sean Penn, you remember when he went to meet, he went to meet Maduro?
And we met with Chavez, too.
Yeah, and then El Chapo.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? El Chapo, he went to meet El Chapo, and everybody who has met El Chapo all says the same thing. You know, you guys think he was a big deal? He's an idiot. He wasn't a big deal. He let Sean Penn and that lady who he thought was amazing, who was an actress, come with him so he could give her flowers. Right? Like, there was nothing, everybody's like, there was nothing guarded. It was almost like it was a hillbilly that was kind of, quote unquote, a narco drug.
He was a hillbilly that substituted cocaine instead of moonshine.
Yeah.
He was the Ernest T. Bass of the cocaine
He
trade.
kind of was. And the people talk about the fact it was everybody else around him made that El Chapo myth up. Most of it was just he was kind of a duh. Just going along for the ride.
I want one of them uniforms.
Oh, them uniforms. Hooey. We got him and his kid, right? In America.
Two of them.
Yeah, we got
both
of them.
of them.
Yeah, we got two of them here.
Or two of them, yeah.
El Chapo, though, man, he never did it right like old our good buddy out there in Colombia, right? I mean, you go look at what he did and the dominance that he had in Colombia, and you're just like, wow. In fact, all of the Medellin cartels and all of them.
So was it El Chapo who they tricked into coming here, or was that his kid?
That was one of his, I think it was his second in charge, right? Where they got him to fly into El Paso. Right. What a bunch of idiots. But it's still horrible. Did you see, was it yesterday morning they killed, or the day before, they killed that mayor in Mexico?
Goodness.
At the Dia de Muertos celebration?
Man, like right in front of everybody?
Like right in front of everybody. He was just holding his kid, I think, seconds before.
Oh, man.
I mean, you go look at all of these guys. Scheinbaum, how many of the people that she run against that never even made it close to the election, they got murdered? That place is, and if it's very interesting, there is a lot of, you go and look, the higher ups protect a lot of those people. It's crazy. It is crazy. But
Mexican politics is like the Running Man movie.
Yes. And same thing with when you go and look at Colombia and the amount of people that he assassinated, anybody that was running for president, that was like, hey, we're going to, Pablo, we're going to extradite Pablo. He's like, well, you're done. Like, say it at your own, peril. If you said you weren't going to extradite Pablo Escobar, he's fine with you. He was. What? You want to go to jail with a disco, a soccer field, some hippos? Sounds good to me.
A waterfall?
Waterfall? There you go.
Tennis court?
We know where he was. I mean, it's a disco, but at least we know where he's at.
He had a full stocked bar.
Yeah, he had everything. And he would have lasted longer had he not tortured and killed those guys, which you can't do. When you're in jail, you're not allowed to do that.
Look, when you're allowed to build your own jail and you do the plans for it, you're in a cushy jail.
That is a pretty cushy jail. That is a very cushy jail. So much stuff to get to today. It is Hot Take Tuesday. Oh baby, with a hot take.
Hot.
Belle and I had some super hot takes, but we fear we cannot say them on the air.
Not without losing our jobs.
So we will not be using those, but that's okay because I have mine prepared. A lot of good stuff to get to. On top, it is Election Day. I continue to ask the question, why are the Republicans fighting to stop Mamdani from winning? What the hell are you guys doing? This is the perfect time to go, let's see how this works out.
Told you so.
Yeah. Right? Let's see. Let's give him all the things he wants and see if everything that everybody says was going to happen is going to happen, or if he says it's not going to happen. We'll talk about that as well. Plus, British Vogue did a big article. People are talking about it. We talk about stuff like this. We do. Others won't. We do.
British Vogue.
British Vogue. And now it's trending everywhere. And it's about men and women.
I got to look that up.
Oh, baby. So reach out to us. What's your hot take today? Remember, your hot take has to be non-political. We don't political hot takes. It's hot takes that are non-political. We want to hear from you. Let us know. You can tweet at us. You can text the program as well. Follow along across all of our social media. Like and subscribe. It is the Chad Benson Show. Super Talk 99.7. Yeah, I was checking that out. That looks kind of crazy. Harkens back to the 70s. 60s and 70s.
Got to take it seriously.
Yeah,
Somebody try to hijack a plane?
No, bomb.
Oh.
Potentially. So, you never know what it is. Probably nothing. That's probably somebody's deodorant. It's called Bomb. This is my new deodorant. It's called Bomb.
TSA went crazy.
Yeah, so crazy.
I got a bomb here, and it's over 12 ounces.
Quick, get him off. Rah! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Tuesday.
Hot take, hot take, hot take Tuesday.
Woo! That's a one-hit wonder right there. Hot Take Tuesday. We like your hot takes. You give them to us. We give you ours. Remember, not political, right? This is just crazy, fun, hot takes about social, cultural, ridiculous stuff. Let's start with Belle today.
The first wave of hair bands were the only ones worth a crap.
Oh.
Motley Crue,
Yes,
Rat, Bon Jovi, those guys were doing something fresh and unique. When you get to your Great Whites and then your Kingdom Comes, it was garbage.
You didn't like Great White?
No, Great White was nothing more than a Led Zeppelin ripoff.
Ooh, that's a hot take, boy.
What do you do? How do you define a hair band compared to heavy metal?
Well, the hair bands were literally more as interested in image as they were music.
Yeah, because like Maiden's not a hair band. They all got long hair.
No, they're not a hair band at all.
No. Okay.
I mean, they're very concerned with image, but their image is not, let's be pretty boys.
No.
One of the reasons that Nirvana took off the way it did was kids were looking at hair bands and they were seeing posters of guys in $3,000 leather outfits standing next to a Trans Am that they'll never afford while Miss November's kind of hanging on their hip.
Yeah.
And they looked at that and went, that's not me. I'm never going to get that.
Yeah.
But then they looked at Eddie Vedder and he's like, this guy's wearing a flannel shirt and combat boots. I'm in.
Yeah, I have that. Absolutely. All right, Ken.
Interesting, brother Beltanica of music.
That's right.
All right, here we go, boys. When you forget your lunch and the vending machine becomes your lifeline, Cheez-Its are the CEO of survival snacks.
Oh, very much so.
Everything else in that machine, just empty calories and broken dreams.
Yeah. Reese's peanut butter cups, though, are not. They're just beautiful. But still, it's not like they're going to fill you up for a long time.
See, that's going to be a slippery slope for me today, boys. I forgot my lunch.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to be going to that vending machine, and I'm seeing all those little sweet treats in there.
I like it. That's a good take. And you're right, because you came into us, and I'm like, oh, man. Because I've done that. You go and you look in there, and it's like, my choices are Ho-Ho's beef jerky that's been there since I don't know when, and it's jalapeno beef jerky, Chad. Or, something like Cheez-Its. Oh, Lord. All right, my hot take today. Absolutely, November 1st, it's Christmas go. If you want to put your lights up, damn Skippy, do it. Enjoy the holiday season. Make it all it's worth. I don't care. There's never too early after Halloween. If you've put it up before Halloween, chances are you left it up all year. That's white trashy. Okay, we did that here.
Well, I've got my Christmas decorations up, but they're for next year.
For next year.
I try to get really ahead of the curve.
But I am a huge Christmas junkie. Absolutely. The minute Halloween's over, pull out your Christmas stuff. I've already watched 3 freaking Hallmark movies.
My son's already watched Christmas Vacation.
Oh, good. Yes, I love it.
By the way, the passing of Diane Ladd.
Yes.
Remember? She was Clark Griswold's mother.
She was. She was absolutely Clark. Oh, yeah, God. Well, she was 89.
She was 89.
That's a good run.
But I'm with you, dude. I mean, and it started in the shutdown during the pandemic. People had just had enough.
Oh, yeah. They wanted a release, and Christmas was screaming that release.
Yep.
And again, I look at it this way, too. I've got kids. I want them to enjoy it all, soak it up. Charlie's already talking about Santa Claus. We're already doing this stuff. And I get a text every day from Santa now asking about Charlie, which is pretty cool.
That's awesome.
This Santa thing that texts me and it sends me pictures. Hey, Charlie, look what Dasher's doing. Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Little kids during Christmas, man.
Yeah, it is crazy. It is crazy. Yeah, it's the best, right?
It is.
You don't get that. As a parent, it's as important as it is for the kids.
Oh, absolutely.
If not more, because you recognize what you went through as a child and the excitement, and then you recognize what they're going through, and you get to see it in a weird way back through their eyes. And it's awesome. There's never early enough. Put it up. It's even Mariah, because the Sephora commercial came out, and she's singing, doing her thing.
Song. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
That song.
Oh, so phenomenal. So rock your Christmas flag, boys and girls, and send Ken some lunch. That's what we're saying. That's all we're saying.
I'm going to eat all them Cheez-Its.
Oh, somebody said, Steve,
They're going to be gone.
it's not Christmas until Charlie Brown's special.
I
right?
remember that.
Snickers and Dr. Pepper can save your life, which is true.
Yeah, that just makes me hungry.
The agreed on Great White. Look at that. I thought Great White. You know what's weird? When I was in England when I was a kid in like the early 80s, Great White was big.
Yeah. They were, man.
Great White was medium.
But no, they were big over there in Europe. The issue was, I think they came to America and thought they had to be a hairband.
No, they're
I
from
see.
America.
I thought they were British.
No, they're from America.
No, it was the other. They were big over there. Because I remember getting a shirt at Blackpool, and it was like, I was like 11 years old. It would say Great White on it. And I'm like, I didn't know who they were because I was 11.
I mean,
They were massive over there, though.
That
They were
band
big here.
That band is so forgettable because it was just such an attempt to play off of what's his face? Was it Kendall? No, Kendall was a guitar player. The lead singer's ability to sound like Robert Plant.
Yeah.
And I would always tell a record rep when they were like, "This guy sounds like the new Robert Plant." I'm like, "What the hell's wrong with the old one?"
Well, the old one
don't
only
need-
does blues.
We
so.
don't need a new Robert Plant. We have a Robert
The
Plant.
old one was in the Honey Drippers. So there you go.
That's some variety though, there, baby.
I love the Honey Drippers, but you know what? If you're in the 80s, you don't remember Led Zeppelin, you probably remember the Honey Drippers a little bit more.
And Great White's biggest song was a friggin' cover anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Once bitten, twice shy.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, get home last night, sit down, relax, flip on my TikTok. First thing that pops up, Slade.
It was listening.
It was listening, kids.
listening, dude.
It was
What song?
listening. Da na 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 na.
Run away.
Yeah, run
away. And I'm just like, good God, it's listening to me all the time. If you're missing the show, shame on you. Grab the podcast. Coming up, a lot of good stuff. Talk a little bit about the elections, a bunch of other stuff, and we're going to get the latest on what potentially could be happening in D.C. on an airplane. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 997. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Oof, oof, oof. You know what? Sally is right. I was thinking the same thing about the airplane bomb. They're like, 2489er. Yeah, why don't you just go park in the corner over there far away from all of us? And we'll have somebody in a little while come out and take a look. And she's like, get off the effing plane. Oh, my goodness me. That is, yeah. I mean, because today there was also bomb threats emailed into, I think, precincts in Virginia or Pennsylvania. I don't know. It was somewhere. It's like a few of the places, New Jersey, a couple of them. And they really quick realized it was a hoax. But, oh, my Lord. That is nuts. what the hell? Right? Like, what the hell? And why are you making me go to the corner? We all want to get off the airplane. I wonder if it was, by the sounds of it, was it somebody on the ground, not in the air, that made that call, that there could be something on there?
I'm not sure.
Here's a question for you guys. As the thing called the shutdown drags on, Sean Duffy of the Fighting Duffys, what does it look like if we get all the way? Did you see the amount of people like in Houston yesterday? 3-4 hour wait just to get into the airport?
Yes.
I mean, in some of these places, I can't even
get in it.
Yeah, to get in because of how long, just to get through the point where you can get like walk through the line. Oh, yeah, it is insane. And my first thought is, what if the whole thing is we're going to take this all the way past Thanksgiving?
I'm telling you, man. My wife and I were talking yesterday. What if you had? What if you've already bought your tickets and you've got flights scheduled to go see family or whatever on Thanksgiving? It's already a mess on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Now you multiply that by pissed off TSA workers who aren't getting paid.
Yeah.
Maybe air traffic controllers who we know aren't getting paid, right? You've got the powers that be that get you through the airport, not the people that work at the front desk, right? Who are taking your tickets and to work for the airline. The people that get you through TSA, and we know how I feel about TSA, but I'm not gonna hammer them right now because they're not getting paid. And the air traffic controllers, if we got to that point, we're shutting airports down and the busiest time of year.
Hot take. Fly private.
Yeah, that's a pretty hot take right there.
I'll just go dust off the Learjet.
What do you think I am, Kash Patel? Going to see my girlfriend's going to sing the national anthem? Who's a greater patriot than all of you?
Cash Benson.
If you guys didn't hear that Kash Patel story, it's pretty funny.
He did what?
He used a private jet to fly to see his girlfriend sing the national anthem at an event, and then talks about what an amazing star she is, and that she's a greater patriot or conservative and done more for America than 10 people in their lifetimes could ever hope to do when anybody criticized him. Come on, dude. You actually said Christopher A shouldn't be flying private. You said that. You're like, I don't want to be and then you try to justify going to see your girlfriend sing. And look, I'll give it to you. She's easy on the eyes. Right?
Oh, well, that's reason enough right there.
Yeah, but still. Has a bomb threat ever led to an actual bomb being found? That's a good question. I'm sure it has. Back in the 70s and 80s, this was a little bit different. And I'm sure because there was, my kids, we were talking about this the other day because they always just are weirded out when we watch a movie from prior to 9/11 where people just walk into the airport and they'll chase somebody they love without getting shot or tasered.
And light their cigarette for them?
Yeah, light their cigarette for them. Or they'll just walk up and buy a ticket. They can't wrap their mind around it. And I said, yeah, we also had really bad problem with a lot of hijackings in the 70s. It's kind of the thing to do. Oh, my Lord. What about Carrie flying all over about climate change? Yeah, I know. That was still silly. First of all, any climate event should be done on Zoom. Am I right? Any climate event on the planet can be done on Zoom. And you know what? For all the little page boy, Greta Thunberg with her haircut, for all that, you know what? She gets on her little boat and she'll row over somewhere. She's the one who makes the world feel bad. Then they'll arrest her.
If they do it over Zoom, how the hell are they going to have the cocktail party?
Well, that's the big problem right there. Can't you all do that? We can all just sit inside and pretend. Oh, Chad, it's not very nice. True. I'm curious, though, because Polymarket has the government shutdown, which is, as we know, continuing to go on and on. It has it still the biggest day for this after the 15th. So we're still looking at 2 weeks pretty much.
Tomorrow ties the record, right?
Tomorrow ties the records. And then...
so we got to go at least 2 more days.
Oh, yeah. At this point in time, it'd be silly not to.
Might as well.
Right? Right, man. Like, if you're Cal Ripken Jr., you're not coming out the day before you break the record.
Right.
Yeah. See how long you can go.
Plus, we break that record, and we can all just sit around and chant, "We're number one" into the mics.
Number one. We're number one. And we could talk about it in the old days. We lived through it. So here's the Polymarket. So Polymarket, you can bet anything on anything, like ridiculous. So November 4th through the 7th, 11%. That's down 4%. November 8th through the 11th, 28%. 12th through the 15th, 25%. And 16th plus, 36%. So they think in the next week or the week after, we'll probably have the best shot out of the two. But if we get to the 15th, oh, Lordy. I wouldn't want to go.
How do they calculate those odds?
That's a good question. I don't know how Polymarket does their thing.
Because that is that out of Vegas?
No, Polymarket is I think it is. Where's the Polymarket? If you guys, it's been a long time since and by the way, if you guys know what Polymarket is, you can bet on anything. You want to bet on culture? Right? Here's the one. Will Mr. Beast reach 450 million subs by 2025? Yes or no?
Yes.
Like Elon Musk, number of tweets between October 28th and November 4th. You can bet on all kinds of stuff.
But they have to have a way to calculate odds so they know what odds to give you.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. And in today's world, too, with AI, it's probably done through that, some sort of taking the past, mixing it with the present, looking at certain things, and especially it's weird when you're talking culture. Like, how many times will he tweet? Well,
that one would be pretty easy to calculate because all you got to do is take his
4,000
his monthly average and, divide it by however long.
Yeah. So it's an American crypto-based prediction market. It's in Manhattan. So it is And then you follow the money too. That's the other thing. Follow the money. Speaking of money, the guy who predicted the housing market collapsing, he just made a big bet that this AI thing is going to explode soon. And he's betting large that the market's going to pop.
Really?
Yeah. And if he's an interesting...
The AI market will pop?
The stock market.
Oh,
but the AI market's going to pop.
That's a done deal.
Yeah, it's totally going to happen. And it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. The reality is it needs to reset itself. You cannot have the numbers that these things are trading for, like $5 trillion, and think that you're trading, 50 times earnings, that this is going to ever be something that's going to be profitable in the near future. You can't. And like everything else, you're going to have to see some stuff kind of go sideways, and then the big dogs will exist, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, and you get the stock prices back down to what is like legitimately reasonable for the market.
Yeah, which is what is needed. So Michael Burry, I think his name was Michael Burry. He was the one. He was played by Christian Bale in that movie. So he's kind of this. If I'm correct, I think he's an odd dude, he's a bit autistic, super great with numbers, not good with people. Great with numbers, not good with people. Speaking of numbers, Ken, so it's on again, off again with Snap?
Yes, sir. President Trump posting to Truth Social this morning that Snap will only be given when the radical left Democrats open up government, which they can easily do, and not before. So it's heading back to court, and a hearing is scheduled for Thursday.
That'll be interesting. In the Supreme Court tomorrow is hearing arguably the biggest case, which is his tariff case. And why it's the biggest case? Because it truly tests the bounds of the presidential powers. And will they go and say it's okay that this 1977 or whatever thing that he used, this emergency, is okay for this or not? So this will be interesting. But now that this is going to go there, because their argument was the money in the emergency account was only there to make up the shortfall. It wasn't there to become the whole part of it. And that was what their argument was. So we'll see. And I found out today why it takes 2, 4, 6, 8 weeks to get everything up and running. Each state they have to go to each state almost individually.
Right.
And get all the information. And that includes the new applications. It's almost like they have to refile. So that takes, on average, 2 to 4 weeks. So they're always doing it ahead. So that's why when there is, like, they call it waste, fraud, and abuse, everybody gets maybe an extra month when they shouldn't. So then you have to take in new applications. And then you have to take into account the fact that they're going to be short-staffed in a lot of areas because not everybody's coming to work. All of a sudden, on average, it's 2 to 4 weeks to get it up and running. They're looking more like a month to 2 before anybody gets another $1, which is going to be a different kind of Thanksgiving. That's for sure. Ooh-wee. It's going to be hot outside. A lot of you chiming in about the Christmas stuff. Sally said, if you're 18, you shouldn't get Christmas presents anymore. No, I'm sorry.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Damn, Skippy, you should get Christmas presents. You should totally get Christmas presents. I've got zero problems with you know what? My kids, my mom continued to give me a Christmas present. She would write from Santa every year. Santa Claus got me a soccer ball. I'd look at her and go, Mom, you know I'm a professional soccer player, right? You bought me a soccer ball.
I have access to these.
To go with the 400 free ones I get all the time. She goes, well, you never know.
But Santa gave you a special soccer ball.
Yes, Santa did. Ho, 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 baby. Coming up, the Brits are back. Remember the Brits? Yesterday, they went to Buc-ee's. Where do you find out where they went afterwards? It's fantastic, yes.
We got to talk about Three-Eye Atlas again, too.
Oh, yeah, that's coming. Look, all the stuff we're talking about could be for naught once they get here. Everything could be for naught.
They just blow us up.
They could just blow us up. We don't have anything to think about. Go hold your loved ones. Chad Benson, Joe, Super Talk 987. The Brits, we talked about them yesterday. They went to Buc-ee's. Then they went to the football game to watch Oklahoma Boomer Sooner, the Vols. Then the next day, they decided to go somewhere else. Very America.
You best believe we just went inside a Bass Pro Shop for the first time ever. It was so exciting, and I'm about to show you what we got up to in there. I also got a hat. I don't have words. Whoa. What are we looking at right now? Whoa! Look at that thing! What? This is scary. Look at the size of that big boy. Is this the actual size of a moose, guys? If so, wow. Let's see. Okay, now you can see the pure scale size of this place. Guys, I have fallen in love with this Columbus. Is it Columbus? And the hat. What do we think? I've just found a better shaped hat, guys. Which one was better, that one or this one? Which one do you think?
This one, 10 times better.
And also James's one. Looks pretty sick.
Oh, they are hilarious.
Man, they're just having a time, boy.
And again, I lived in Europe off and on for over a decade. And I spent every summer there from the time I was about 11 playing soccer. And I will tell you this, ain't nothing like Bass Pro Shop or Buc-ee's.
Where's their accent from?
They sound like Londoners, somewhere in the South somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you've not seen them, they're both beautiful people. They're very fit.
Yes.
That's their
are.
big thing, their fitness thing. And they were laughing about how much food they ate at Buc-ee's. We'll do next hour. They had to go back to Buc-ee's because people called them out. If you're missing the show, shame. Hour number 2. Straight ahead. Chad Benson, Super Talk 997.